All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming out, making the hall out here. My name is Mark Van Zora. I'm the president of this SJREIA, and we're going to have a good time tonight. Is there anybody in here who is brand new? First time here? Anybody? Is there anybody who is brand new that just doesn't want to raise your hand? Okay, a couple back there. So we got brand new people. You're not brand new, are you? Really? How'd you get a blue tag? It's a red tag, so brand new.
Paid today.
Oh, so you're brand new, but now you're a member.
Yes.
Okay, and what made you become a member?
So I do some real estate investing, so I thought it would be an interesting group to
Excellent. So you are in the right place. This is what it's all about, networking. Talk to the people sitting next to you. That's where it all happens. That's where all the magic happens. I got a couple announcements before we get started with the meeting. And the first one is, please silence your cell phones. Once we start going, we don't need to hear your phone ringing and buzzing and beeping and whatever else it does. So if you could please silence your cell phones, that would be fantastic. We got a couple of new things. One is we now have our own property management software on our website. So if you go on our website or if you scan this code, you could see it's absolutely free for members. And when I say absolutely free, I mean 95 cents. So if you read the fine print here, it is 95 cents. They charge you 95 cents just so not everybody just signs up and doesn't do anything with it. So if you're interested, if you have rentals and you want to have your tenant screen and manage your properties, phenomenal, phenomenal platform. These guys were detectives, so they do some serious tenant screening. So you're going to want to check that out. Go to our website, come up and scan that code, and just another great benefit of being part of the South Jersey SJREIA. We also have a fun event coming up. So if you guys are here and you're having fun, that's great. But on April 7th, we have grabbed a few booths over at Topgolf. Has anybody been to Topgolf before? Did you have a good time? You liked it? Even if you don't golf, it's just a great place. They got a restaurant. We're going to have some food there. We're going to have a room that you can hang out like this and network. No teaching or anything. Just hit a few golf balls and talk to people. It'll be just a great networking, fun event. Couple hours on April 7th. We'll have more information as it goes on. There's a place out in the hallway that you can sign up to let us know you're coming. I'm pretty sure we're limited to 50 people or something like that. So you want to sign up early, get a spot, hit some golf balls. It's going to be a great time. We have that. We also want you, if you are an active investor and you're doing something, you just did a flip or you did some kind of rehab or something, post it to our Facebook group. If you post it, we're going to have some of those posted up here on the screen so everybody can see what you're doing. We want this to be an interactive group so everybody learns from everyone else. So if you got any projects going on, take some before and after pictures and post it on our Facebook group. Tag us in, we tag you in. It just gets more exposure for everybody. So that's a great benefit. We have so many benefits. For those of you who raised your hand or didn't raise your hand if you're new, you want to be a member. I'm going to give you a couple reasons why you want to be a member. We get Home Depot benefits. If you join, there's a 2% rebate every 6 months that you can get back for all the products that you purchase, 20% off their paint. We have health insurance. We have health insurance benefits that you can sign up for. Because we're a large group, it's less expensive than just going to your agent and trying to get health insurance. And you don't have to sign up at the beginning of the year with the New Jersey Get Covered Act. You could sign up anytime you want and get covered. Great prices. They have vision, dental, and standard health care. I know I personally am involved in it. I love it. Saved a ton of money there. So that's another benefit we have. We also have our chat forum. If you go on our website, go online, there's a spot that you can get on an email and ask any question you want. Hey, I need a good attorney in Deptford. Hey, I'm looking for a plumber in Morristown. Whatever it is you want. And other investors in the group will answer you. So that's a big bonus. We also have vendors lining the room that I'm going to go around and we'll introduce them. These are vetted vendors that you can do business with. So we vet them, and then now you already know, hey, these are good people. Go out, check them out, get some of their services. Fantastic stuff. And the big deal is you're here today. Our membership dues has not gone up since 2013, but it is going up in April from $150 to $199, but that's okay because you're here today. If you sign up to be a member today, you are locked in at the $150 price. So now's your chance. Before April 1st, you want to lock in $150, and you will be $150 as long as you keep renewing and you're a member. You'll stay at $150. Great thing you guys came out today, because this is the day. After April 1st, nothing I could do. You're $199 all day long, anybody that signs up after that. So you want to, should I take a minute so you guys could run out there and sign up? Okay, you could do it after the meeting. Someone will be at the table. You could see Marie when you walked in, sign up and get in for the $150 price. And if you know people that want to be a member, we have these cards. They should be some out on the table. I have some in my pocket, and those cards you can put your name on it, then somebody can bring it in. If they sign up to be a member, you'll get $25 off your membership, so even more savings. If you get 6 people to sign up, then your membership is almost free. So another great opportunity. We got tons of benefits here. And let's see, what else do we have? I guess I'm going to go around and introduce all these vendor guys. Do you have a table, sir, or are you just going to stand here and be Joe SJREIA? Oh, my goodness. Joe has been here longer than everybody in here put together, I think.
Except Carmen.
Except Carmen, maybe. Okay.
Yeah, I knew Dave when he had a ponytail.
All right. Wow. All right, Joe, tell us who you are and what you do. I got the mic.
Oh, you got it.
I got the mic.
Good evening, everybody. Joe SJREIA, director at Park Place Finance Division of Ellington, which is a pretty big hedge fund that's out there. We're licensed in 50 states. DSCR starts at 5.75. Rehab construction money starts at 8.99. We're looking for people to either broker our money, become great referral partners where we pay marketing dollars back, or direct to investor nationwide. So if there's any questions, I'm here to assist. Thank you.
There you go. Come on up and see Joe. He's been around a long time.
06.
Since 06. So if he doesn't have the answer, nobody has the answer. Or maybe this guy does. Carmen.
Maybe I do. Carmen Sarlo. I'm actually the vice president of this group and also run the newbies group. First Monday of the month at Brooklawn Diner over there. Falcon Diner. Changed the hands a couple times. In Brooklawn on the Circle. I have a property management service. $69 a month.
Wow.
Do you believe that? $69 a month? I'm going to
No.
the poorhouse. No, not yet. But anyway, it's true. $69. You know, come over and see me, talk to me. And I've been around this group for 31 years. 31. And I still like everybody. How about that?
Me too.
All
So if
right.
you're not a member, join.
There you go. You heard it right from the horse's mouth. Thank you, Carmen. Michael.
Mike D'Angelo, MB Capital Solutions. Real quick, a show of hands. Who in this room is an investor already?
Investor already. Wow.
Who's looking to become an investor?
Wow.
Who could use an extra 50 to 150K to leverage to get into that next deal?
Yes.
It would be your business line. Do whatever you want with it at the end of the day. No, if you'd like to learn a little bit more about that and see if there's a fit for business, come let me know. We help clients get somewhere in that range through business lines of credit. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Thanks.
You got me $150,000 in 7 days.
150,000 in 7 days, right here. How about that? All right. Wait a minute. We got new guys here. Guys, tell us who you are, what you do. Who wants to talk?
Sorry. Hey guys, I'm Justin from Painting Plus Home Improvement LLC. We're a residential and commercial painting company. We do interior, exterior. We're also investor friendly. We can handle the project pretty much from sheetrock to PVA prime, caulk putty to your final coatings. So yeah.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And Camaplan, Courtney and Robert. Tell us all
Hi,
about
everyone.
it.
I'm Courtney Ferrero. This is Robert. We are with Camaplan. We work with a company who allows you to use your IRA or 401k funds to invest in real estate, private placements, notes. You can lend somebody money, and your IRA does the work for you. So instead of if you're tight on cash and you wanted to use your an old IRA or rollover 401k that you have from a previous employer, come and see us.
Thank you, Courtney. Rich,
Mark.
tell
Rich from
me.
Esposito Insurance Group, guys. We're here to help the investors get the right insurance that they need for their properties. We do it all from the business up to the flips, to the buy and holds, to your auto policies, to making sure you're covered correctly. So if you're looking for some information on your flips or making sure that you're insured the right way, give me a call. With Rich, you're not just informed or insured, you're informed.
All right. Thanks, Rich. Okay, Ashley.
Hello, my name is Ashley Williams. My company is Serenity Smart Homes, where we specialize in smart home automation for real estate investors and anybody else who could use some smart lighting, some smart locks, cameras, leak detection, the whole nine. We really focus on keeping your data private, keeping everything local. So in the event that you are sick of Ring's bullshit, we should talk.
Excellent, excellent. And so I know she has stuff that will protect your house from leaks. You can get sensors under your sink cabinets and stuff. If a leak happens, you'll get notified so it doesn't ruin everything, whether your tenants call you or not. Correct?
That's right.
Excellent. All good, smart stuff. And now we got a couple dumpster guys.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Darnell from Clean Guys Dumpster Rentals. We do dumpster rentals and decommissioning. We have a range of dumpsters anywhere from 10 yards all the way up to 50 yards. And for South Jersey REIA members, our dumpster pricing starts off at $185. So if you guys need any dumpsters or cleanouts, we're here to help you guys out and add value. Thanks.
Thank you, thank you. And then we have Cindy.
Hey, I'm Cindy Hitchner. I'm with Peachy Solutions. I'm your kitchen cabinet vendor. I've been designing kitchens for over 10 years, and I like to keep you guys with designs that will keep more money in your pocket for the investments. So if you want to shoot me a layout and I can quote you, come see me, or if you have my card already, just text or email. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy, I'm sorry. Pete.
How you doing? I'm Pete the Lead Paint Guy. My company is Lead Paint Solutions, the premier lead company in South Jersey and Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Landlords, you all know that you need lead safe certificates for your properties. I'm licensed to do that. And contractors, before you leave a property, you want to make sure that property is lead safe because you don't want the liability. Investors and realtors, you can add value to your investments and your listings by making sure that they're lead safe. I'm also a wholesaler, so if anybody wants to be on my buyer's list, come on over.
Excellent, thank you. And Awilda, tell us all about it.
I'm Awilda, 28 years as a realtor, and I'm also an associate broker in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. And I represent a small boutique company called Garden Realty in Haddonfield and in Turnersville.
And very investor friendly.
Yes.
And very investor friendly. You got to say that because
right.
these are investors. All right. Tell me, Nikki.
Nikki Dolan, Princeton Mortgage. Princeton Mortgage is in fact a bank. We're licensed in 40 states. What I want to say to everyone right now is that rates are at a 3-year low. If anyone has done anything in the past 3 years, it would be worth looking at your rate. Remember that when you go to take money out of a property right now, you are able to get rid of debt. You're able to take the money and buy other properties, and I'd love you to help you figure out how to do some of those things.
Thank you, Nikki. And Abby.
Hello, Mark, and my name's Abby Walters, and I'm with TAM Lending, a very investor-friendly mortgage company.
I love it. I love it.
We do, we're your A to Z lender because we do conventional FHA, VA, first-time home buyers, and we also do non-QM, so debt service, bank statement loans, anything you need. You guys, a lot of you raised your hands that you don't have the money. So he can give you the money for your down payment. There he is, he's waving. And I can help you get your investment property. So please call me if I can help you.
Do you do lines of credit?
Yes.
Oh, you do? Okay, great.
Excellent. And here we go. Patrick.
Hello, I'm Patrick. My company is Croft Infrastructure. I'm a new member, just joined about a month ago. We are a utility and site contractor, so we do everything from the underground utilities like water, sewer, and septic, on up to grading and drainage and foundation waterproofing. If you want any further information, stop by with the booth.
Pat, do you do sewer scopes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.
There you go. Making connections right here. All right, Sal, tell us all about it.
Hey guys, I'm Sal from Big Centric Appliance. For those that don't know us, we are a family-owned appliance business that basically undercuts Home Depot, Lowe's, and Best Buy with all our stuff new in box with warranty. The President's Day sale is wrapping up, so if you haven't bought anything yet, you probably have a week left. This particular sale is pretty good stuff on the high end. Has actually come down pretty low. So that's it.
All right, thank you, Sal. And I think that might be it for me. Yeah, that's good stuff. I already told everybody at the beginning, shut your phones off. Do I have to tell you again? Shut your phones off. How many times I got to tell you guys? All right, so please shut your phones off. And Tom, would you please come up here for a moment, please? That's it. It's all over. Maybe you have something you could add to us?
I think I can add something.
All righty. Tom, our executive director. God bless him. Tom, tell us all about
Welcome,
it.
everybody. This is an annual meeting for us, and as you can see, we have a great turnout, and we have a great presenter tonight, Dave Alzada. Dave's been with our group since 2000. He does this on an annual basis. He always brings a couple of friends along with him. I'll let him introduce you. Just to give you a fair warning, this is an X-rated meeting. By that I mean, you'll hear some F-bombs around here. So if you're a little, ears are tender, please, plug them up. You okay with that? All right. I'm just going to let you know. Some people just come to hear Dave. So anyway, so Dave is all mic'd up and ready to come.
He needs a microphone.
He's working his way up. He's going to find
You
his
good?
way.
So now you're recording me?
All right.
Mike
So
and
do we
Stan,
have
come on.
microphones
Let's
for
go.
everybody then? So they can just come up and grab one of these?
What's up, Tom?
Hi there, Dave.
Hi.
You okay?
Oh, yeah, that was fast. Usually you're like 20 minutes up here doing
Well,
this crap.
I want you to have all the time.
Oh, yeah. Thanks,
Okay?
man. Appreciate it. It's good. What's up, Stanley? How you doing?
What's going
man?
on, dude?
All right, good. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Good. My name is, what's that about? Too
It's
close
you.
to him?
It didn't do that for me or Tom. It's got
It's
to
got
be
too
you.
close to Stanley over there.
Yeah, that's what it is.
What do I need this? He's just recording here?
That's for recording.
okay,
That's
gotcha.
for everyone to hear you.
Okay, good. All right, got it. Okay, my name is Dave Alzada. As Tom said, I've been a member here since 2000. I don't know if I'm an actual, I think I might be a lifetime member at this point. I really don't know. I've been buying real estate since 2000. I'm not real active anymore doing it. I have a construction background, construction management background, real estate background, and I do deals. I grew up in Philly, so I've done deals over in Philadelphia, surrounding suburbs, and all over South Jersey for a lot of years. And mainly flip. I had some rentals. Couldn't put up with that bullshit anymore. All right, one thing. I got a little disclaimer I have to say. I may curse. If you don't like it, there's a door. That's my disclaimer. So I don't do rentals anymore because that's a headache. But, some people are really good at it. That's fine. And that's kind of my background, and we're going to talk about something that I think I started doing this meeting, 10 or 15 years ago at the diner in Brooklawn. And it got so big we had to move it to here. because too many people were coming for the diner. It's a very popular meeting because all the calls that I used to get, I ran the rehab subgroup here for about, I don't know, about 10 years or so, and I got calls every week about costs. Everybody said, well, how do you do that? How do you estimate? And I got to get a contractor in there. So pretty much, when you guys are out getting your contractor walking through, all the experienced guys are buying the house because we know how to price it. I can walk through pretty much any house and go, this is about $125,000 worth of work, and I'm very close. Stanley can do it, and Mike can do it. You just know after doing it. And what that means is it's just historical costs. So it's something that, I'll explain what that is. Something what you paid in the past. So let's take a 3-bedroom, 1-bath rancher, and we got the roof. If I paid $5,000 for that roof, what's the rough cost it's going to be for the next roof for the same house? $5,000. Those are the numbers we're going to use. Where's Dave at? Where's Cantera?
He's behind you.
Oh, you hiding back there, man? What's going on? You guys set up with the spreadsheet? All right, we're going to lay out a whole estimate for you, okay? I'm going to show you how we do it. It's very simple. There's nothing fancy on that end. So let me introduce Stanley, and I'll let him talk for a second, introduce himself. Oh, you got it, Mike?
Good evening. My name's Stan Wilder. I've been a SJREIA member since 2016, so I guess this is going on year 11. I'm primarily a fix and flip guy. I have started to venture into buy and hold also. I started there, but then I got out of it when I was working on W-2. Primarily fix and flip now. My sweet spot is 12 to 15 projects a year, and it all started through this meeting. So.
Hey guys, I don't talk with a microphone. Hey guys, my name's Mike Bonadies. You probably have seen me before. I co-own Terravestra Property Management. We got about 850 rentals. And then I also co-own Side-by-Side MRO. We do investor grade construction, and we do lead paint remediation and maintenance work. We've probably done, on an annual basis, we're doing around 120 rehabs, and that also includes some unit turns in and around as well.
Okay, Dave's going to plug numbers in as we go. So this is what I'm saying to you. So this is all my common tasks that I did. It's very, very similar. I don't know what Stanley or Mike use, but this is very simple for me to use. What I do, I would go through a house, and when I got back from memory, I just go through the line items and plug numbers in based on cost that I've done before, especially in the Philly row home. It was real easy. It's the same thing. Rehab was always around back then. It was around 80 grand. You can't get that done anymore, but right around there. So I plug all these numbers in, and as I start the job, I'm getting real numbers in from the subs, and I start putting actual numbers in. And when we get down this whole thing, you'll see at the bottom what I'm talking about out then, okay? So we're going to start like how we would start a rehab.
Dave, did you?
Yeah. Can't you scroll?
No, did you protect this?
No, enable editing.
Hit enable editing.
Enable editing, right there.
Damn, hit that up there, right here. Up here. Enable editing. Hit that. Yeah, you're supposed to be the tech guy, not me. Now try it.
We're good. It'll work.
Fucking Dave, you start early next time, all right? Next year. All right, so let's start with demolition. Go.
Is the spreadsheet on the website?
I don't know. It's a good question. Anybody know that answer?
She said it was going to be after.
Oh, okay.
Publish it after.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She said it was going to be after. She'll publish it after.
I get a royalty on that thing. Just want to let you know, all right? Right? You guys hooked that up, right?
That's right.
All right. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to start with demolition because that's basically the first thing: demolition, clean out, dumpsters, all that kind of stuff, right? So that's kind of subjective on what you're doing, but after a little while, you kind of know. So Stanley, your last rehab was what house, and how much was the demo? Was it a single, like a 3-bedroom? Yeah, what was it?
The last 3 were pretty rough ones, so it was pretty heavy. But for the average one, if we're talking about a basic clean out and a demo of your kitchens and bathrooms, which I always demo, that's always going to be $25,000.
Tear up the carpet.
Yeah, it's always going to be $2,500 to $3,000 plus dumpster.
Right. So we're going to give you what we call in the construction what they call them budget numbers. Okay, for each line item. Okay, Mike, what do you use for a standard budget number when you walk through a property?
We do $50 per cube of a cubic yard of debris removed, and so it depends on if there's a ton of stuff in the property or not. So
give an estimate of one lump sum number.
Yeah, probably $2,500.
Right. I would agree. So I probably budget between $1,500 and $2,500 depending on what you're going to do. Okay, so Dave, plug in $2,500. That's perfect. Okay.
Dude, you're gonna know.
Now it's a feel, like it's like a feel. I can look at it and go, yeah, we'll get away with that number. And like I said, if this isn't perfect, I don't give a shit. Okay, don't worry about it yet. Okay, on that end. You'll see as we progress down. There is a dumpster guy in here, but I used to budget around $800, $12 to $1,000 for a dumpster, depending on how much. What are you budgeting for a dumpster?
700 per.
Yep.
And
Okay.
at least 2 or 3. At least.
So $2,000, $2,100. Yeah, you get 3 dumpsters. He said. Yeah. Pay attention, Dave. What the fuck? All right, here we go. All right. Sorry, Mark ate him out to curse too much. Sorry, Mark. All right, here we go. So I had a line item in there because I did it in Philly. It was called trash management. And the reason was you can't use a dumpster in Philly. Everybody know why? Then everybody, the whole neighborhood filled it up, right? So you can't use it in Philadelphia. So I had this guy. He was Affordable Property Services. He had a big box truck, and he would come by and take all the trash out of the house. And I paid him, of course. It was great. I was going there, get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out. So I always budget maybe $1,500, but I didn't really have a demo budget. I didn't need a demo budget on that, or a dumpster budget. So I budgeted $1,500 for him in there. But you can throw $500 in there. It's fine. So like I said, we're just going to keep going down the list, going down the list. This is exactly what I don't know what these guys do. This is exactly what I used to do when I came home after I went to a house somebody wanted to sell it to me. Okay, I'd write the numbers down and I check everything. All right. So we got that part. Now, if you've got a clean out's very subjective. When I walked through Philadelphia houses where I had a path. You know, it wasn't. It was somewhat. They were hoarders, yeah. But I kind of knew what it was. Sometimes it was $5,000. Sometimes it was $2,000. You have any clean out numbers, window budget numbers?
Not really. It's
do with your demo.
It sort of ties in with the demo.
Yeah, that's fine.
If it gets heavy or not. But if it's just like a basic rip up the carpet, take out the cabinets. It's probably about $1,800, $2,000.
Yeah. Okay. And listen, we can take questions related to rehab only, no rental or no repair questions. Okay, because it's just two different. Repairs are too subjective, and rental's a different animal. Okay. Mike can tell you about the rental repairs thing. All right, let's start on roofs. Okay, because a lot of times you go to a property and you got to get the roof done. So we're going to give you a window of roofing. Stanley. So let's just start think of like a 3-bedroom, 1-bath rancher price, all the way up to like a 4-bedroom, 2-bath colonial. What's the range you're using to budget for?
My low range on the rancher is probably going to be about $7,500 to $8,500.
Okay.
And then when we get in that larger house, I'm probably pushing it well above $10,000, like maybe close to 11, 12.
Okay, so $7,500 to $12,000. Though it's a big window, but you got to compare the house to the job. Okay, the rancher is less money than a 2-story colonial, so you have to know these different numbers. Okay, it's not that hard to do. Mike, what are you budgeting?
I'm at $500 to $550 a square, and I'm at $85 to $100 for a piece of plywood.
Give me a number. No unit cost. I need a number.
Yeah, it's probably very similar to what Sam was saying. $7,500.
$7,500.
$8,000.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Everybody got that? That's your window of cost. So if you see a rancher, budget $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, whatever you want.
Don't stand under the speakers.
Is that what's causing all the problems?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. You're all proud of yourself. You got that thing going up there. Get a little ornery over there. Look at you. All right. Anyway, here we go. Everybody got any questions on the roofs? Now, the roofs vary. Like sometimes you got tear off, you got 2 layers, you got cedar shakes under there. All that shit has something to do with all that, but this will get you budget numbers to tell you what to pay for the house, okay? Go.
Cedar shake does not count.
Oh, I know that. Go ahead. You mean squares?
A 1,000 square foot rancher is going to be around 16 square on your roof. Or 14 square, sorry, 14 square on a 1,000 foot rancher.
2 stories, what's that, about 20 square?
Maybe on a 2-story on that, probably be about 18 square.
Yeah,
I would
okay.
say 20 to 22.
20, 22, okay. All right, that's fine. We don't need to do that. Now, I throw some interesting things in here because some of this stuff I used to put in there was for the home inspector. Okay, because the home inspector back then, you all have been in a good market where, people were like putting offers on houses and waiving the inspections. Well, when I started, I got my balls broken to no end by the home inspector. And you learn really fast how to fix that shit before they find it because it scares the hell out of the buyer and you got to start the process all over again. Okay, so it was a big headache back then for us, but I learned to deal with it. I got really good at it, and I had a couple things, but not to a point where somebody got scared and dropped the deal. It used to happen a lot back then. Go ahead.
So if you were relatively new at this, would you pay for your own home inspection?
Yeah, I would walk with them. Yeah, I had a construction background, so I didn't really, But I didn't know back then, home inspection was a whole different animal, man. Like these guys nitpicking everything. But you got to take care of that stuff. Like I said, for the last several years, I don't know, they stay on nobody's waiving home inspections right now, right? Yeah.
Yeah, very rarely.
Yeah. For the last, I don't know, 5 years, they're waiving home inspections, appraisals, all this other bullshit, like, crazy. Anyway. So I put this in here: chimney liners, caps, and pointing, because there was 3 things I got my balls broken on: the chimney, the cap, and the crown on the top of the chimney. That's cement. Without fail, they broke my balls on that, so I started pricing it out. You have any of that done lately, guys?
Yeah, for a cap, just the cap on itself,
Yeah.
probably about $500.
Mhm.
And then what'd you say,
The
liner?
The liner. It's a liner's running nowadays.
Liners are crazy prices. It can be
You
anywhere.
have a window. But-
1,200.
Yeah, I'd say probably $1,200 to $1,800.
How about
if you
you?
can find somebody.
Yeah, that's the bigger problem,
Yeah, I know,
finding
they got you
someone
by
to
the
do
balls.
it.
Yeah. How about you, Mike? I
No,
know-
1,200 on the liner, 250 on the cap, to 500 on the cap, and
Yeah.
if you got to do flashing and just only flashing in the chimney, it's probably like $200.
Yeah. So that's the three things that I usually budget for, okay? Because I had to. I didn't have a choice. Then they came up with some new rules and all this other stuff about draft and everything else. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, okay. So now you want to vinyl side the house. I haven't done siding in a long time. Done any siding lately?
No.
I know a budget window, but I haven't done it in a
I
while.
try to avoid it if I can, but it's one of those numbers. You just got to
Yeah.
put something in there and make
Yeah.
it large, so then that way when it comes back, you feel a little bit better. When it gets back.
So you're saying one of them, right?
Yeah. I think the last one I did was a rancher. Matter of fact, you bought that house. It was like
Oh, I remember it. Yeah, National Park.
Yeah,
My friend
it
of
was
ours.
like
yeah.
$7,500, but that was like pre-COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Or right at the beginning of COVID?
that was a while ago. Yeah.
So I try to avoid it as much as I can.
You have a number for that, Mike?
10 G's for the last like half a duplex. Like siding prices are
They're crazy.
They're crazy.
Yeah. So if I were going to budget for siding today, I'd probably put it in between 9 and 15 grand, depending on the house.
Yeah.
Right in there
That's
somewhere.
definitely right.
Yeah, right in there
Especially
somewhere.
two-stories.
Depending on the house. Now, it very rarely gets done. If you got aluminum, it paints up real well. I won't really worry about it too much, but I like to throw that number out there on that end, okay? What's that? Yeah, it might be in a different category, but it might be on there. Don't worry about it if it's not. It's not the end of the world.
I think it's under exterior.
Go. I don't know where it is. Siding. It's SIDING, Dave. Right there. All right. What's that? Put in 7,000. It don't matter. Just throw a number in there for me. Okay. Oh, you know what I want you to do? Shit. Go back up to the top again. Go back up to the top again. And as you're going down, throw a higher or lower number or exact number to this on this column right here for me. Just make it up, okay? Because it doesn't. It's just for demonstration purposes.
Love it.
Okay. I want to show them the difference at the bottom. Okay, just make it up. Catch up to me, and then I'll get you going. Windows. What's window budget per window nowadays? 500.
Yeah, that is perfect. 500 a window.
500 a window. Well, wait a minute. I love these window guys. They do the inside, but they don't want to do the outside. Does that include everything? Yeah.
Not the inside. You can't even get a window for less than like $350. You gotta go to Will Power.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, well,
Let me hear what he has to say. So 500 is turnkey, right?
That's exterior only. Interior comes with a trim price.
Well, that's what I'm talking. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This shit right here. When you put a window in, I want the inside trimmed and I want the outside capped if need be.
Most of the time, you're putting windows in, you're gutting the house anyway. So you're gutting, you're putting sheetrock and everything.
Yeah. Well, a gut to me is down the studs, right? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Nothing down the studs right here. Put the 500 a window. I don't know. I didn't always take.
here's
You're putting windows in within the first 3 weeks of the project.
500 a window cover it.
Inside, yes. Outside.
Can I explain something real quick here?
Yeah.
The raw material for the window, like the gentleman mentioned, willpower, is probably going to be about $250 for a window. If you're shopping your windows pretty well, no more than $300. Whoever said $350, you're going to the wrong guy. And hell, you can go to Home Depot. They know who willpower is. They'll match his price. But the big variable here is the labor to put it in with the capping and the material and everything
Right.
else.
Right.
So some people are doing it for $250. Some people are doing it for $350. I've heard somebody just told me the other day they're getting the windows done for $750. I wouldn't be doing a lot of windows that way, but I think a good baseline number is $500 to $600.
Okay, that's our budget for that tonight, okay? 500 to 600 would be good. You got a window number in there, Dave?
You just deleted Windows.
There's a Windows thing in there. Okay. All right, let's talk the other thing I used to run into a lot back then is concrete out front. So when I'm going to look at a property, it starts when I leave my house, believe it or not, especially as I'm getting closer to the property I'm going to see, because what's surrounding it makes a difference on resale. Are there high tension lines? Are there apartment buildings? What does it look like? That kind of stuff. Then I get out and I walk the outside, and one of the things I'm looking for is a trip hazard. Everybody know what a trip hazard is? Where the concrete's uneven? Because here's what happens, and there's probably the insurance guy can verify all that. But when you buy a flip, the insurance company usually takes a ride by, checks it out, and all of a sudden you get a cancellation notice saying you'll be canceled in 30 days if you don't fix that problem. Okay? So you have to look for the concrete, look at the concrete apron. The apron is the transition from the street to the sidewalk, that little piece of concrete there, okay? Because the townships bust your balls on that too. And it's not cheap. So give me some concrete budget numbers if you come across something like that, like a trip hazard fix, an apron repair, or an apron replacement, that kind of thing.
For an apron, you're looking at $1,500 to $2,000.
Holy shit, really?
That's for a full apron, busted up, repoured.
Yeah, I haven't done one in a long time. Okay, wow, it's no joke.
For a trip hazard, they've gotten a little lenient, and I probably just jinxed myself, but you're usually able to grind them down, or if it's not too bad, they'll walk past it, whatever.
Yeah.
So for that, it's probably less than $150 for a repair.
Okay.
But if you have to replace a whole sidewalk slab, you're probably talking about $300.
Good. Okay.
A
Mike,
2x2.
That same exact price, $300 per block.
Okay. So that's important. I'm telling you, because you could have 8 blocks that are messed up. You got to replace them. Some of the townships, if they're cracked and they're chipped, they're busting your balls, So you have to figure this stuff in. All right, landscaping budget. What are you guys using?
Landscaping for me is what I found is with some of these really distressed properties, it's way overgrown. So I have to do something in the beginning and at the end.
Not the landscape demo, just the budget for curb appeal. For curb appeal.
If it's a jungle, it's like $3,000. If it's not, and I'm just putting my regular stuff in, it's probably about $1,500.
Yep, that's the budget number you're using?
Exact same.
I agree, 100%. So here's the thing, you put $1,500 in, right? You go to the place and you say, just don't spend more than $1,500, so you make your budget. It ain't that hard. Okay? You put $800 in, spend $800. You're there buying the shit, so just, make it $800. It's not that difficult.
That doesn't include trees. If you got to remove a tree,
No, we're talking
like
basic curb
900
appeal,
to
mulch, and all that bull. You know what I mean?
$1,100.
So here's another issue that I came across over the years: tree removal. Okay, I hate trees close to the house because they cause a lot of problems. I had so many problems in Philadelphia. I bought my own sewer line camera so I can scope them because I had to replace sewer lines everywhere over in the city. Every time it was a $5,000 hit. Fortunately, I bought it right. I could absorb it. But Stanley, you have any tree removal budget numbers lately? I know it depends on how high and all that bullshit, but
yeah, it depends on the size and everything. Yeah. Anything bigger than 6 inches, I'm usually figuring about $1,000 a tree.
Okay.
900 to 1,100.
Yeah, I would say I would budget. Go ahead. Well,
when I say 6 inches, I mean diameter.
The circle. Yeah.
Because 6 inches around, my landscaper can take it down.
Yeah.
But it gets to be like 12 inches.
Yeah. You can. I mean, I like the number. I'd budget if it's real big. I'm probably 15 to 18 to $2,000. It was pretty big. Yeah, I like to include the stump removal. Yeah. But you're right. I should add that in. If you're going to get rid of the stump, you're going to bump it up a little more because a lot of times the tree guy does. My tree guy does everything. I don't know. Some guys don't even do that. But good point. That's a real good point. Yeah. Okay. What's when someone's showing your property? What's the first thing everybody walks up to? The realtor and the buyer. The front door, right? They're looking at the front door while the realtor's messing with the lock, right? Trying to get in. Caught myself, Mark, wherever you are. So I like the front door to look nice. Screen door, the front door, the whole thing. You got a budget number for a new setup? I don't worry about side lights or anything like that. Just
good Lord.
Yeah.
Basically for a door, I'm around $750, $850 for just a door.
All fully turnkey, right?
And I take out screen doors. I don't even use them.
Oh, those screen doors, man. Never have a screen door in a rental. Go ahead, Mike.
I was going to say 750 to 1200 for an exterior
There you
door.
go. There's a good budget for you guys. So if you think the door needs a replace, budget it in there. These are all budget numbers. These are not exact numbers.
But if you do see a door with side lights, just double that number.
Yeah.
And no, I'm being honest because I got burned a couple times on that because you can't really rig the door to take the side lights away because then you're going to end up buying a big double door. So if you're going to put the side lights in, wait till you get the price. It's going to make you sit down. So just double the price of a door at minimum.
Go ahead, Mike.
If you got specialty doors like French doors too, like, yeah, at least double it, maybe even more.
Yeah, they're a pain, those things. But, you know, now I have entry doors, but I also, give me a screen door budget number. What's that? What are they running nowadays installed? For a basic door, you know, nothing fancy.
Screen door?
Yeah, the screen door, yeah.
I couldn't tell you. I haven't bought one in 10 years.
Anybody do one? You do one lately?
Yeah, 450 for a nice one.
Labor and material, right?
Yeah,
Turnkey.
labor and material.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
So if you think you're going to replace both of those, there's your budget numbers for it, okay? Here's one that's been popular over the fairly recent years. I don't know how it got in this order, but it's in there. I'm going to say it. Filling in a pool. Anybody filling a pool? We might not have anybody in this room filling a pool. What did it run you? Oh, that ain't going to help me. That's the number to budget for, 7 to 9, basically. Okay, there you go. So you've got a old pool back there that's a mess, and you think you might have to fill it in. Budget $9,000. I'd stay on the high side on that because what matters on that is the logistics getting back there for the company doing it. How do they get back and how do they get back out and get all the shit out of there? Okay, that's all the headache is.
Last one I did was $13,000.
$13,000.
Yeah.
How were the logistics? Were they rough?
It wasn't too bad.
Nah?
It was they had a straight run.
Big pool.
But when very large
Concrete,
pool.
all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the concrete's a pain in the ass. Yeah. Okay. We're almost done. Am I almost on the outside? Let me see. Hold on a second. And if anybody has any questions about something I'm not talking about, just let me know.
Gutters.
Yeah,
Gutters.
that's next on my list. I think we got that.
I think I'm at
pretty good. I
$5.50.
don't know. I might mix in. Yeah, I was actually heading there next. I got exterior work, trim work, soffits, fascia, gutter. So give me a gutter. Give me a downspout and gutter budget number.
Probably about $1,200 to $1,500.
Yeah, I'd say 15. I did it last year or the year before. We had a house. Yeah, it's about $1,500, I think, right now. It's went up a lot over the years. So depending on the house, if you budget between $1,300 and $1,800, you should be in the ballpark. Okay. That's kind of repair work. I don't know if I want to get into that. Exterior trim work, soffits. Yeah, I want to skip that one. All right. I don't know how that one even got in there, to be honest with you. Let's talk electric now. So when I first walk up to a property, and I have my own scenario, I do the same consistent thing every time, look at the same stuff over and over again, I know what it is. I go up to the electric meter and I look at the service cable. The service cable is the wire, the big thick gray wire that runs from the top of the house into the meter, which feeds electricity to the house, right? And if that's all frayed up, you're going to get your balls broken on home inspection and the township, okay? Just give me the service cable by itself now. What's that budget number?
$1,500, $1,800.
Oh, wow. Mike?
I was going to say 900 to 1200 depending on the amperage and the length.
Well, you're getting 150 or 200 amp cable, so.
On 100 amp, maybe like a 20-foot run, about $1,000.
1,000 to 1,500, Stanley and Mike? Okay, there's your budget number. That's that cable, just that cable. Sometimes you just have to replace that without replacing the box. Okay, sometimes you have to do both, sometimes you do one or the other. What's the service panel box? The service panel box is the box where all your breakers are in, okay? What's that running nowadays
It's
alone
actually
for that?
Roughly the same thing.
Around the same number, same budget numbers.
Unless you're going larger, up to a 200 amp.
Yeah, and what's that window? Give them the window.
For 100 amp, I'd say about 12 to 1,500, and for a 200 amp, you're probably talking about 1,500 to 2,000.
So say 1,200 to 1,800 bucks right in there somewhere you're in the ballpark. Mike?
Yeah, I usually do the panel with the rewire of the house, but you could probably say just panel by itself, 1,100 to 1,500, like Stan said.
Okay, so there you got some budget numbers. Because if you go in there and there, you got, first of all, you go in there and you see the old fuses. Everybody know what the fuses are? The little clear things we used to use. I'm older, so if you see that stuff, it's got to get replaced. Knob and tube wiring, all this other stuff. Okay. Now let's talk about. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, it's funny you just said that. It's my next one. Yeah. You guys rewire a house lately? Give me a budget. Give me a window for that, Mike or Stanley. Whoever got it first, I don't care.
Now this included the panel. This was 10 to 12,000.
Okay.
Yeah. And
So take 2,000 out for the panel. He's 10 grand.
Yeah. That's the thing with the panel and the service cable.
Yeah.
If you're rewiring and putting it as a package deal, you'll get a better price. Not that you say you want to hope for that kind of situation, but if it is, you'll probably get a better price. On a basic rewire, I'm doing one right now for a half double, 2 stories, and it's 10 grand without the box and the
So you're
service cable.
budgeting between probably 9 and 13 grand.
What did we just pay in Camden? 8,500.
Who are you talking to?
Just somebody.
I heard somebody. I don't know where he was.
That included everything. The nuts and fun.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
And that was a 3-bedroom, 1-bath.
Oh, good. Okay,
Is that half
thank
a
you.
double
Yeah,
or
that's
is it
helpful.
full? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Everything's supposed to be 150 or higher.
150 or higher. Yeah, that's fine. When's the last time you did one? What'd it run you? Yeah. That's what wiring the whole house too? Yeah, I like to meet your electrician. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Are there any plumbers in here? Because I'm going to bash the shit out of you soon. All right, here we go. Now, something else I want to get a window on, and a lot of times you go into these houses and they need GFIs in the bathrooms, right? But you don't have the wire. There's nothing there. You got to run a circuit. What are you paying roughly per circuit nowadays? Just a budget number.
Probably 250.
That's the exact number I had in my head,
Yeah,
250. Mike, you done it
I was
lately?
going to say 200.
Yeah. So what I'm saying to you is, you have to have a GFCI outlet anywhere near water, and you're on the second story, and this bathroom doesn't have it. Some towns might grandfather you in, but some towns are going to bust your balls. You got to get a circuit from the basement up to the thing. And now, while you're doing rehab, it's not that hard to do. Shit's open. You can put holes in the walls, whatever you got to do to get it up there, right? But I like to know that number to get an idea where that is. Now, device replacement. Devices are in the electrician world, they call outlets and switches devices. Okay, you have a cost per device by any chance of replacing outlets and switches? Not that you're going to tally this up. I just want to throw it out there, like a budget number.
The big problem with electrical is the cost of the copper is going up and everything. So they got to run some wiring.
No wiring, just a device replacement by itself. Just replacing outlets to make it look nice with plates.
On the best day, maybe like $700 for the whole house, switches and outlets.
Okay, that's fine. Just want to get an idea, because they're important. I always change them out. I like changing the devices out. Back then I haven't done it in a long time. It was probably $50 a device right there to do it. Okay, but I'm not sure what it is nowadays on that end. We did rewire, we did rough, we did circuits, panel boxes. Yeah, we did all that. Okay. Let's go to HVAC. Okay, now there's a lot of variations, 2-story, 3-story, single story. But we're going to give you a budget number for a basic 3 different ones. One, if you get the ductwork's already in, you're taking the old stuff out and putting the new stuff in. We're going to start with just a plain heater, no air conditioning yet, right? So you're going to take the old heater out, put the new heater back in its place. What's the budget numbers?
Probably about 4,000.
Just for the heater, not the
just the heater, swap it out.
Forced air?
Yeah.
Holy shit! What do you pay?
I pay $2,800 to $4,800.
Holy, I haven't done that in a while. Holy shit! Anybody else get a number like that just for heat? Yeah, just for the heat. Yeah, not the condenser or nothing like that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so $2,800 to $4 grand would be the budget number just for the heater, right?
Yep.
No ductwork now. Just your ductwork's in place already. You got to keep that in mind, right? You're just going to come in. They may mess with the plenum a little bit, make that all work, but that's a whole different thing.
Was that high efficiency or was that?
The numbers I gave was high efficiency. Yeah, it's about $2,800.
Say that again.
Yeah, you can get high efficiencies for $2,800. I did
Installed?
3 of them in the last 2 weeks.
This is all installed, right?
Yeah, installed.
Okay. All right. All right, let's go to, now we're going to replace the heat and the air conditioner. It means the unit inside, the air handler, then the condenser, it's outside with the line set of refrigerant lines. Okay, you're just going to take it out, put it back in, ductwork's in place. What's your budget for that?
For a full swap,
Yeah.
I budget 6,500.
How much?
65.
65?
That's perfect, 65.
65? Okay. Anybody else get this done lately? We can get a thing?
That's light.
A little light?
That's light. Who's giving?
Well,
Ancient Chinese secret.
I had a guy do it that gave me a hell of a discount, and it wasn't that.
Well, you didn't call it like Horizon, did you? I mean, they should walk in with a mask and a gun, those pricks.
I think
15 grand?
For a swap?
For a swap.
Yeah,
Oh,
Horizon
wow.
definitely.
You should have got the KY out on that one.
He probably
because
used to work.
He
probably used to work at Horizon.
Same 15 grand? Man, I'm going to put them in a plumber category.
I didn't pay it, but I'm getting it done for 9.
Holy shit. All right, well, let's talk.
You get a 5-ton system, it's like, just for the system alone with the new gas, it's like $7,000.
Yeah, I had written down in my notes just condenser for a 1.5 to 2.5 ton
Yeah.
system, 4K, just the condenser. That includes the disconnect because now you got to put the fucking
Yeah,
disconnect.
yeah. Okay. All right, so you got some budget numbers for that. Everybody understand what we're talking about, right? We're just swapping things out here. Okay, you can take the old one out, put the new one in. Go ahead.
I wish I had your contract for this week.
Say that again?
That is spot
Yeah.
on.
I don't hear real well. You said you're looking for the budget number?
I can get like 61.
Existing ductwork's there, yes, yeah,
There's a
yeah,
difference
yeah,
between
yeah.
running
All right, let's,
15
hey guys,
systems versus,
let's do,
one system
now you gotta do the whole house. Heat, air, ductwork, give me a budget number for it.
This is where they break out the mask. If we're going one story, hopefully I'll be able to drop it in just in the attic.
Yeah.
And everything soup to nuts, probably about 8,500, 9 grand. And if we're going 2 stories all the way up from the bottom, I'm looking at probably at least 12 to 15,000.
Okay, so you got budget numbers, now you're putting ductwork in it, everything, the whole thing. Okay, Mike, you agree with that?
That was perfect number.
Right on the money?
Yeah,
Okay.
right on the money.
And let me explain one more thing to you. I am what's called a return junkie. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Supply air. You got to be returning here somewhere. Everybody see it? Oh, right there, center of the room. So you got to make sure these guys are putting a return air in, because doing flips in Philly, they never have returns on the second floor. And what happens when you go up a flight of steps and your second floor is hot? You want to know why? Because that thing's not there most of the time. Okay? So you need air to go back and air to come out. That air goes in, gets heated or cooled, and comes out there. So when you're on the second floor, you want to make sure you add a return if you don't have it, even if you put it in the common hallway outside of the bedrooms. Okay? You got to get returns in your job. And I used to go up. They would be nervous, the contractors, when I came in with a piece of paper, because I used to put the piece of paper on the return, and if it didn't suck, we got a problem. So I want that paper to stick. Okay? That's sucking air back. That's an important thing. People are, blow air into the room. Well, you got to get it the fuck out first. You can't just blow it in there. Excuse me. I'm sorry, Mark, wherever you are. Okay. Now, anybody do a ductless system lately? Of the wall ones?
I've done that ductless, but no one brought it up. Boilers, like
I got boilers on here.
Oh,
We're
okay,
next.
all right,
That's
all right.
next. Well, what's a ductless running nowadays? Is it?
Yeah, it's a lot. Well, because it turns into, if you source the materials yourself versus letting somebody just mark it up for you, then you have to do the install. I just did a big house down in Woodstown, all mini ducts. And it was cheaper than going ductwork, but I think we took 2 main units in 4, slow down. 2 main units and I think 4 mini heads for the bedrooms and the 2 main heads downstairs. And it cost me like $10,000.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
So expensive.
Anybody else get that done lately? No? Well, I mean, I never did it. Mike, what do you got?
I don't know.
Yeah, all right. And Mike just bought up boilers. Everybody know what a boiler is? Hot water heat?
What was that number?
10,000.
You don't have to put HVAC again. You got the other stuff in there, right? I'm not. You don't have
it's
to
like
put
a
every line
luxury
item
item. I
in.
wouldn't even.
So boilers are hot water heat, which is to me is the best heat out there, because when the boiler shuts off, the radiators or whatever you want to call them, the baseboard heat is still throwing heat off. Where if you're forced air, as soon as your heat shuts off, you feel it getting cold already. Anybody do a boiler lately?
I did one, but it was a hookup price. But I would think it's probably going to be in the range of $7,500 for a large boiler.
Okay, Mike?
Gas boilers are $5,500 to $7,500. Oil is a little bit more.
Okay, it's a good budget number right there. So if you see a boiler and it looks like hell, you might have to replace it. If you get a boiler in there and then you can still run central air, drop it in from the attic, there's no better combination of heat and air on the planet. Because you got cold air, drop it on you, and then the hot air.
Radiators
or
are
the
$300
hot water.
a pop, which you got to make sure you account for.
Say that again?
Radiators are like $300 a pop if you can find them.
Yeah. Well, I used to throw them out in Philly because we used to put central air in. I couldn't get rid. Because it was a pain in the ass to get rid of. Do you ever lift one of those things up? I need a forklift to get one of them things up. Okay. Where we head next?
Electric baseboard heat. I don't know if that's like we put them in flips too. They're running between $500 to $750
For a whole house?
No, per a baseboard.
Per piece of baseboard. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's including running the wire?
That includes
That's a good
running the
number.
circuit and everything.
Yeah, that's all right. You can budget that. It's
Yeah.
fine. But not too many. If you've got like an off room, you can't get anything in, you can throw it in there.
Yep.
I think it's a little more efficient nowadays than it used to be too. Right?
Hydronic is great.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get to my favorite tradesperson, the plumbers. Those dudes should walk in your house with KY in their hand ready to go because they are out of control when it comes to pricing. I can't believe what they get. Any plumbers in here? You know I'm right. You know it. They are they make more than doctors. It's freaking nuts. I tell my son, you should go be a plumber, you make a lot of money. Anyway, let's talk some plumbing numbers. Water heater. What's a water heater budget number now? $1,500. Electric, gas, I don't give a shit. $1,500 will cover it, right?
$1,500 on a good day.
Give them a window. Let's get a window.
I would say $1,500 to $2,000 easily.
There you go.
Yeah, because a lot of, and that's the other thing if you can get somebody to actually do it, because a lot of these
Yeah.
plumbers, they won't just for a water heater. They're going to try to jack you just to get one little thing. out of it.
Jack you on everything they do. Yeah, it'd be $300. You replace a flapper in the toilet. I'm like, what? Like, come on. Anyway, anybody do any sewer lines? This is a big one. So here, remember earlier I was talking about trees. So when you walk a house to buy and you see trees in the front yard, you got a big potential for roots getting into the sewer line. This is my issue over in Philadelphia. Okay? So I'm not saying, listen, I'm not trying to scare anybody. What I'm telling you is these problems are good. So you go into a house and it smells like cat piss. I used to roll around in that shit and wear it like perfume because that meant it was worth money. Okay? Those odors, those carpets, I love that shit. Cracked foundations, beautiful. That's the house you want to buy. But I got that background. Okay? I knew what we were dealing with. And if I didn't, I knew somebody who did. Okay? You got to get to know people, tradesmen. Like I can call, I had this guy, his name, I don't know who remembers. You remember Gene Mamel? By any chance? Gene was my foundation crack expert. This dude used to testify in court for these problems out there. I said, Gene, this is what I got. He come out, Dave, that's the place with crack. All this fucking shit's coming. I said, oh, Gene, how much is it going to cost me? That's all I need to know. Dave, you're about 10 grand, so that's all I need to know. But so you gotta get to know people who can help you. Like I used to call my HVAC guy up and say, oh, Frank, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to replace this. Dave, budget about 10 grand. Great, I put 10 grand in. So you got to get to know the subcontractors and have relationships with these guys, okay? It's very important. I think, Chris, is it? Chris, I think you're a contractor, right?
You bought the house I did.
Yeah, so there's a good guy to know, all right? He'll be able to help you a little bit with that. Plumbing. I was on plumbing. Where was I? Yeah, here we go. Water heater. So anybody do any sewer lines? We're going to do a couple different categories here. We're going to go from the curb to the foundation wall outside. Anybody do that lately? Because I know it's not that often. You did it, Mike?
Yeah.
What'd it run you?
$6,500.
How long was the run, roughly?
50 feet, something around there.
$6,500. It means I got to dig up the front lawn. Call before you dig. Don't forget that. Don't hit any gas lines, right? Now, inside the house, because I had this problem a lot in Philadelphia, especially inside. The houses are 100 years old, replacing the sewer lines inside the basement, all the way through the basement, out of the foundation wall into the front lawn. Anybody do that lately?
I did from stack to where it hits the concrete going outside, and it was like 2 Gs.
Yeah. So if you go in, it's hard to tell sometimes. And if you see plastic, a lot of times it's not a big deal. But the old cast iron sewer lines were a problem because underneath they would be cracked and you couldn't see it. So I used to have to feel under there and check under there somehow to make sure, see if it needed replaced. But But if you budget, I would say, Mike, give me a window there for a budget for sewer lines.
If you've got like a 50 yard or 50-foot run, yeah, you're between 2 Gs and 3 Gs inside the house, not a crawl space basement. If it's a crawl space, take it up like 500 to 750. And if you're going out to the yard, and depends on how much concrete you're going through, just say 6,500.
Okay, and you're in the ballpark.
Yeah.
So you got some budget numbers for that, okay? It's hard to tell. If you just remember, if you see a tree in the front yard, I would highly recommend that you can write that contract. Nowadays, you can probably get it contingent on your sewer line inspection with a camera. Okay, you're buying as is. It doesn't mean you're not going to buy it. It just means you want to protect yourself. Did you have a question?
No, I just want to add to that. I just had to do the sewer line at my own house and just check with the town because I was responsible for the curb, the main drain in the middle of the street.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah.
added another $11,000
Yeah,
to the job.
yeah. Oh, yeah, the permits alone will kill you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Open up a street? Yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're flipping down or rehabbing down in deep South Jersey, your runs are a lot longer than what's up here. So we've got runs down in like Cumberland County that are 110 feet long, plus. And those runs are going to be way more expensive to run, but there's probably less concrete.
And while we're on plumbing, septic replacement, what's that window net look like nowadays? Just give us a window. I know it's broad, but give us a window.
You know what I've come to see over the years is you could probably average about 8 to 10 grand a bedroom because it's based off your bedrooms, not how many bathrooms you have.
Oh,
So a
I know.
3-bedroom, I'm getting anywhere from 25 to 30 grand.
Okay, I believe it. Yeah, Mike.
I was going to say between 20 and 25, but your soil matters so much in septic systems.
Yeah.
Like it can be a tripling of price if you've got like clay.
And
Yeah.
who knows
You're
the
screwed.
soil?
Yeah, clay is screwed.
Who knows what soil it is? Nobody. It's a jackpot. You have no idea until you break ground.
Right.
My number was all in with engineering.
Yeah, I would agree.
I'll tell you something. The septic guys know the areas. They may go, hey, I ran into clay around here before. Like they know the areas. So, but it's something. If I'm not saying not to buy the house, but if there's a septic tank, it has to be contingent on that inspection, or you just budget 30 grand for it and see what happens. Okay, because 30 grand will cover you, even if it's off a little bit. All right.
Same with the well guys too.
Yeah. What's a well running nowadays?
Well's 2,500.
2,500.
Yeah, that's a good number.
But you also, the well itself is 2,500, and then you need to make sure you budget for a conditioning system because your well will fail.
All right. Well, let's get the turnkey number for both. What are you thinking?
5 Gs.
5 Gs. Okay. Good. Perfect. Okay. Where am I at?
Their system would do well too.
Yeah,
It's like $8,000.
nah. If you go to South Jersey, water conditioning, it's somewhere between 1,500 and 5,000. It depends on what the well fails for. That's your real big cost determinant. So if it fails for bacteria, it's $1,000. If it fails for manganese, $2,500. But sometimes it fails for
Mike's
sulfur.
getting worked
and
up, boy.
mag-
I like it.
I work a lot of wells.
Get it, Mike.
Yeah.
You also spend $850 to get your water tested to sell the house.
True. Yeah, you have to budget for that. But let's say one system doesn't fit them all. So your sulfur system and your manganese system and your bacteria system, it all works in a conveyor belt. So you have to buy modular pieces.
So what's the ultimate window? Give us a window.
Just 5 Gs.
5 G and we're covered. Okay, there you go.
You're probably good.
Has anybody ever had to dig a well?
I haven't. No.
That's the number I want to know.
No, it's 2,500. I dug a well in Commercial Township.
All right.
Yeah.
Where am I at?
Yeah, you drill it.
We did they did the HVAC plumbing. I'm on the other side. We did some electric.
Hey, we didn't do rough plumbing.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't do roughing for the plumbing.
Hold on. Did I miss that? I might have a. Oh yeah, rough-ins. I have it. Yeah. What are we roughing in? What's those numbers?
Whatever the hell the plumber wants.
That's true.
You're probably looking for a 3-piece bathroom, at least $3 grand.
That seems low.
Yeah.
That seems real
Well, I
good.
said at least relax. At least is the minimum.
Yeah.
But you're probably looking at $1,200 to $1,500 a piece.
Okay.
Each
So
piece.
what's
I
your
don't know
what would you give me your window budget, Stanley, for rough-in? I know it's hard, but just give it.
I have a propensity to go on the low side, then I get burned, but I try to make it up somewhere else.
Well, that's what I'm going to show them how to do right here.
Right.
Yeah.
So to try to save a little bit of face, I would probably say about $4,500 for a bathroom.
Yeah, I had much higher numbers in. I had supply lines and drain lines, and the full replumb of the house, 7.5 to 9, with supply and drain lines going in.
Okay. So I was doing I think it was a 3-story in Philly, and a plumber came in, and it was open, rough in. This was a long time ago. He said $16,000 to rough in. I said, what? Like, he goes, I said, you putting gold in? What the hell's going on here? And he was the cheapest price I got. I said, God damn you fucking plumbers, killing me. Anyway, so the plumbing can be expensive, so you got to budget for it. But you know, if you're gutting the house or you're roughing it in, you figure it in. You know what I mean? So it's all good. I think that's it for plumbing for now. Did I miss anything?
What, like you talk about trees, right? So if you got trees out at the curb line, like especially in the city, you see the sidewalk.
Yeah.
You can't get to the water box, turn it off and on. TGW or the water car makes you replace it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're responsible after the street, the way I understand it. Yeah. What was your question? Say that again.
Mold remediation, unfinished.
See, I can't. You can't. It's too subjective. The mold remediation. I mean, if I see mold, right, I'm jumping up and down. I love it. The more mold, the better. Okay. But to price it, well, I had a guy I used to call, and I used to bring him out and say, "Oh, give me a," because it's you guys have like. It's hard to do a mold budget, but do you have anything?
It all depends on the level of it.
Right.
Because if it's like really deep, heavy black mold, it's like, oh crap, just throw money at it. You know, $5,000-$10,000 because you never know what they're going to come back.
You
with.
just don't know.
And if it's that light stuff that can be just wiped off and
It looks like spider webs.
Exactly.
I run out of that house after I'm done in there, man. I'm like,
If it's
I don't know
light
what
stuff
that shit
like
is.
that, you can go on the lighter side, but
Yeah.
they're still going to hit you unless you have a guy that you use on a regular, because they're going to hit you with a commercial number. So it's really
It's tough.
Yeah.
Just be fat on the mold or have a contingency in your contract, until you get a number on that. Go ahead, Sal.
Have any of you guys done tankless water heaters?
Yeah, and it's stupid expensive. I think it was like $3,500 for a tankless system. I don't even think works any better than a normal system.
All right, let's go. We did all the infrastructure, right? Next thing we're gonna
Real
do.
quick, to answer that guy's question on mold remediation,
Go
I would budget in water, like a French drain inside your house. And I know we've done a bunch of French drains for 1,000 square foot ranchers
Yeah,
at
change the order of this
6Gs,
thing.
like
Yeah, I
all
was gonna
day.
say, are you going to get to
all
that
night.
in the basement?
I got to change. I got to change the order of this thing. It's all out of whack right now. But yeah, French drain's fine. We throw it in with plumbing. It's all good. All right. So basically now you're all roughed in. You're ready to go. You got insulation and fire stopping. Okay. What? Yeah, budget. I always put budget numbers in for that because I always have to insulate something. But let's if you got a bathroom, you got a kitchen, you got an exterior wall, you got to put insulation in, like that kind of stuff. You have any budget numbers for that? I used to throw in like $1,000. Used to cover me.
What was that, like 1989?
No, yeah.
Jesus.
No, yeah. Well, I'm saying just for like not a
Just
whole house.
A bag alone right now costs like $100.
Not a whole house, just like sporadic exterior walls, insulation and fire stopping.
Nah, I'd probably.
What do you budget? Yeah, budget in for
If
it?
I know I got to do all the walls are opened up and I got to do exteriors and whatever.
Yeah.
I'd probably budget about $2,500, $3,000.
Okay, that's fine.
I was gonna say for one wall, it's probably $1,000.
Yeah. So there's different schools of thoughts. If you got to do the whole house, you're going to budget about $2,500, right? But I didn't always do the whole house. Sometimes I used to laminate over the existing drywall. I didn't need to do the whole house.
Right.
And we would just, like if I tore the kitchen and the bath out, the exterior walls need to get insulated and fire stopped, right? And they inspect for that. So I just throw a budget number of like $1,000. It always worked for me on that end. Go ahead, Bob.
Are you using standard fiberglass or the new rock wool kind of stuff that's also a soundproofer? It's an R15, I think, instead of 13.
You mean the rotten cotton?
Rotten cotton is for fire.
Yeah, it's fire stopping, yeah. But I don't know.
You're not doing that in the whole house, it'll cost you an arm anyway.
Yeah.
Well, if you do it, then you've got to put up like a piece of plastic as the moisture.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, as long as you get face insulation, you're good. I think it's R19 now.
Is that what it is in the walls, for the walls?
R42 on the ceiling.
Yeah, okay. There you go. Perfect. Okay, we got that part of it. Let's talk some drywall. I'm not going to say repairs. It's too subjective, but I used to have a number because in Philadelphia, I used to, if it's a 2-story house, I used to take all the ceilings out down to the joist so I can do everything up there. I leave the walls in because you just laminate right over them. I was retrimming everything anyway. So if you guys give me a window for like a full house drywall job. I mean, give me.
You're looking at probably $25 to $30 per sheet. Just for
Ready for paint?
Yeah.
Okay, that seems low.
Well, no, you got to double it because
okay.
One's to hang it, one's to tape it and float it.
So about $60 a sheet.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Does this include a material?
Yeah. What do you got, Chris? You got one?
I mean, it's 25 to hang and tape, and then probably another 25 of material.
So
45 or 55.
per sheet.
Yo, I need your guys. I'm at 75.
Yeah, why don't you send me your guy?
He is your guy, ain't he?
But that ain't the price I'm getting.
Hey, Chris, you just busted yourself.
Listen, after what I'm hearing him budget, I'm coming with more.
So when I had to do a whole house, I could ballpark it back then. I mean, it's been a little while since I've done it. And these were Philadelphia row homes, but it's usually between $4,000 and $6,000 back then. That was a long time ago.
Easy way I do it is $700 to $750 per room. Per standard room, 12 by 12.
There you go. That's a good way to do it.
And believe it or not, if you break it down, it comes down to 18 sheets of drywall until you put it all together, do the numbers like he said. It comes out to about $700, $750.
If you figure, I never really measured anything, but if you did measure, you figure $60 a sheet, you're in the ballpark. Okay, that's fine. All right, now we got a painter. We happen to have painters in here. How you like that shit, huh? All right, let's compare our number to theirs. All right, see what happens.
We got painters. Oh, that's right, the vendor is a painter.
So
get his number first, though.
Oh, here, write a number down. We'll play a little game.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, go ahead. Write a number down. We're gonna come up with budget numbers. Jesus, come on. Oh, I want it back too, man. Expensive pen. Give me a window for a rancher, like a 3-bedroom, 1-bath rancher, up to a 2-story colonial, 4-bedroom. Give me a window between those two painters.
Yeah, wait, let me ask the painters, are you guys starting to do dollar per square foot? We're seeing that happen way more often in the paint world.
Do that because then there could be
Don't ever
staircase with all these
Don't ever estimate like that. It's the worst way to estimate.
All these risers, there's a whole lot of
Give me a window. You guys want to go out on a date? I mean, what are we doing here? Come on. Give me a number.
you say 1,000 square foot, 3 beds.
Just give me write it down. We're gonna go over it while you're doing it. All right, just think about it for a minute. All right.
1,100 foot, 3-bedroom ranch.
So we're gonna give you a window for painting the whole inside of the house, walls, ceilings, woodwork, the whole thing, just interior only. Okay. The paint itself. You mean the material? The paint's pretty cheap. Nah, they'll figure that out. This is going to be labor and material. So what are you budgeting? What are your window budget for paint?
Interior.
Wait, are you writing down over there? I don't want to hear what he has to say.
You said for a single and then a 2-story.
Yeah, like a rancher up to. Just give us a window. Joe, is he actually writing or is he fucking with me? All right, he's writing, right? All right, hold on to that for a second. All right, go ahead, Stan.
So for a rancher interior paint, white ceilings and one color on the wall, I'm usually like 3,000 to 3,500 all in.
Wall ceilings and woodwork. Okay. Okay. Mike.
All right, I'm around 2,200.
Okay, but not for your rental. This is for a flip now.
Yeah, 2,200.
Okay. Now, what's your higher end window for like a 4-bedroom colonial?
I don't do 4-bedroom closets. I stay in the entry price point.
All right, that's fine. Go ahead, Stan.
I'd say probably like 4,500.
They both seem pretty low to me. Let's see what we got here. Hold on a second. Yeah, anything that happens in here, I get 10%.
Yes.
Let me see it, man. I want to trust you on that. 4,500 to $8,000. Yeah. I would I know I've been estimating paint for 30 years. I would be more in their ballpark. Now you can find guys who can do it for less money, but most of the time they're a freaking headache.
Yeah, that's the risk you run.
They don't have it.
Yeah,
that's good.
I don't know how Stan does it, but I got my own guys for doing paint. I'm sure Stan has something similar.
Wall ceilings and woodwork. Wall ceilings and woodwork. Yeah. And that's going to include a little prep work, right? Well, you can do.
That's every seam crack. That's
Yeah. A little patch, a little caulking. I had a painter, and I'm an ex-painter. I had a painter come in and he didn't want to. I told him, I said, "Do you patch?" "Yeah, I patch." He goes in there. I got a crack going down the ceiling in Philadelphia, and you have to tape that. You have to tape that crack so it doesn't come back. He's going over what's back. I said, "That's going to be back by the time you leave this room." That crack. We got in a big fight, the whole fucking thing. Threw him off the job. I had to get another painter. Anyway, now let's talk a little bit of exterior painting. Don't shake your head, Mike. Just come up with a fucking number, will you? All right?
Whatever Stan says.
All right? Stan.
Historically, exterior
Same window.
A little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
So for a rancher, I'm probably looking at probably 2,800 for an exterior.
Yep.
Including everything, and then for an two-story, probably closer to $4,000, 3,500, $4,000.
Okay. You have any numbers? You don't have numbers? Okay. I think that's a little light. What are you guys at? Where are you guys
I
at?
think it's a little light, but it's definitely usually cheaper for an exterior.
Yeah.
Especially the single level 6-foot ladder.
Yeah, right, yeah.
6-foot ladder work, yeah, it's probably around.
You can do a little spraying out there.
Around 3,000 for a rancher.
Yeah, up to the two-story colonial, you're rough?
Story, we're usually between 55 and 70.
Okay. There you go. You got some budget numbers for paint. Go ahead. Hold on. I got you. Okay. What's your question?
Paint over siding also?
Yeah, you can paint over siding. Yeah, you got to prepare it. Yeah. Aluminum siding. I'll tell you, if you have aluminum siding, you don't need to replace it. It paints up beautifully. I painted a lot of it. Paints up great. Go ahead, Bob.
Can you repeat his numbers? We couldn't hear him.
Whose numbers?
We couldn't, the paint.
Repeat your numbers.
Sorry, for a single story, probably around 3,000, two-story between 5,500 and
Here.
7,000.
You're a little low, man. Let it ride.
So single story, probably around 3,000 to 3,500. Two-story, 5,500 to maybe 7,000. And then I heard her asking about painting siding. You can paint siding. Make sure your painter is using vinyl-friendly siding. Otherwise, the sun will make it bend and fall off the house. So.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
think that's a good question.
Not by the time I
Just
sell it.
spoke about it. And you gotta make sure you're using the appropriate paint for the appropriate situation, right? I mean,
Sure.
you don't let these guys just throw
No.
$12 gallons.
I got that background. It's all about adhesion. Everybody thinks, oh, it looks pretty. The most important thing is that it sticks. It's got to stick. You have to make it stick. That's the hardest part of the job. Even cabinets, any of that stuff. And there's materials out there that, primers that stick to anything nowadays. You go up to epoxy coatings. There's all kinds of crazy stuff out there. Okay? For what we're doing. All right, let's do a little carpentry. So I used to put a budget in for what I used to call a carpentry package, which was replacing, I'm not including doors in this. I used to do the doors separate. I don't know why, but I did it. Baseboard, trim around windows, windowsills, aprons, whatever I was doing. Do you have a budget number for a carpentry package in a house that you would use?
Mine's usually combined doors and trim all together.
Okay, do it. That's fine.
So for a smaller house, probably like $3,000,
Mhm.
3,500.
Mhm.
For a larger house, probably 4,500, 48.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, what's considered a small house and how many square feet is that?
1,100 square foot rancher, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath.
That's kind of our window from like maybe 1,100, 1,300 square foot rancher up to a two-story, maybe 2,100 square foot colonial, somewhere in there. That's the range we're giving you guys to give you an idea. Because it's impossible to do every house style. You know what I mean? But these are budget numbers, and we're going to go over that. Once we get all the way down to the bottom there. We got room, Dave? You got plenty of room, right? Package.
Trim package for a smaller home, the rancher is probably, what I say, 35 to 38. I forget now what I said. I think it was 35, 38 for the rancher and 45 to 48 for
budget numbers.
It was 3,000.
You're talking about the doorknobs, hardware a little bit, right?
Trim and doors.
Yeah. If you're putting doors in, it's got to be turnkey. Listen, you got to get everything turnkey. You can't put a door on without a doorknob, or you know what I mean, like turnkey pricing. I've seen it all. All right.
What did you say the larger house was about?
4,800. Right, Stanley? 4,800.
45 to
I think
48.
this is all going to be on the SJI information too. I'm pretty sure, right, Dave? Yeah. Yeah, I think you'll put this up there too, right? The numbers in it. Go ahead, Donna.
Anybody who, when you signed in, when this replay is available and spreadsheets are available, they'll be emailed to you.
Do you edit my cursing out? No? Good. Leave it in there. It's amazing getting chilly in here, man. A little chilly. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, you guys tell them to put the freaking heat on. It's calling for flurries in here. Okay, where am I at? All right, we did carpentry, we did painting, we did the package. Oh, here's one. So, what's that? I didn't get the kitchen yet, did I? No. Where the hell's my kitchen? Oh, I skipped kitchen. Well, we'll get to the kitchen. I got to get this in the right order. Let's do the kitchen right now. Let's do that right now, because I got something else I want to get to. Stanley, what's your kitchen budget for the same window?
Now for my kitchen, my cabinets and granite are together, because I'm not going to run for granite and then run chair cabinets. Just get them all at the same place. knock it out. I'd say for an average size kitchen, you're looking at $6,500, $7,000.
That's cabinets, countertop, backsplash, the whole thing?
No, that's just counter
And cabinets. Okay. I got you. 1 second. Hold on. Go ahead, Mike.
Counter and cabinets installed, I run 5Gs.
Now, what's that window? That you guys got a window? Stanley, did you get...
That's that's a 1,000 square foot house, like 3-1. For a larger, it'd probably be, I don't know, maybe
So-
6Gs.
You got to remember, like, I don't know where you guys buy, but I used to buy all my kitchen supplies on Washington Avenue in Philadelphia. So what's that? Yeah, well, there's a couple of them down there I used to buy from. One was at 3rd and BJ's, the third in Washington. Those people were great to me. So what you get relationships with these people, I'm telling you, they take care of you. Okay? They did the cabinets, the countertops, the whole freaking thing. So what's the window again you had for a rancher up to a 2-story? That you're budgeting?
$6,500, $7,000 for tops and cabinets.
Yep. And that's both types of houses you're saying, right? In a sense, or?
Well, yeah, because the kitchen's the same.
Depending on the size of the kitchen, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Okay. All right. You first, and I'll come into you. Go.
What type of cabinet?
Yeah, all depends what's in style at that point. Mine looked expensive, but they weren't that expensive. Okay, you got to find these companies in Washington Avenue to take care of you. Go ahead. Yeah, they know. Yeah. Ladies, do you have any numbers for us for kitchen cabinets package? That's just for cabinets, right? But that's just for cabinets, no countertops, right? Okay, there you go. So, I used to budget, I was the same window, anywhere from $6,000 to $9,000, depending on what the house was, okay? Back then. Did kitchens. The next one, this is another one I used to wear a Tyvek suit and go in these crawl spaces. Termites, termite treatments. Now, I'm not saying don't buy the house. You just got to know it's there so you can deal with it and include it in your bid. All of these items that are a problem back then made me money. Now everybody's overpaying and all that stuff, but that's a whole different story. So what's a termite treatment running roughly nowadays, budget number? Because I always
would say
throw one in.
$750.
I haven't changed much then. Yeah.
And do not call a mom and pop shop. Don't call one of the big companies because they're going to get you in the service plan and everything else.
Yeah. There's a lot of good local guys. I forgot.
Browns.
I had a couple guys back then. I actually had bought one of, you ever see those guys that are poking in there with a long screwdriver? I had my own. Pop, pop, pop. I used to hit the sill down in the basement, check the wood. Okay. Here's another headache. Oil tanks. So one of the things that I do very strenuously when I'm walking out, I'm looking for anything sticking up out of the ground. Because if I see something sticking out of the ground, my radar goes off. Possible underground oil tank, which is a potential major, major problem. Doesn't stop me from buying a house or putting it under contract. It will be contingent on that oil tank inspection, okay? But let's just say there's no leakage. It's not leaking. What's a replacement, roughly, get it out of the ground nowadays costing?
$1,500, $2,000.
No, it hasn't changed much, okay?
Yeah, I was going to say exactly that amount.
Okay. So if you see an oil tank, if you see above ground oil tank or it's in the basement, it looks like hell, budget some money and replace it. Yeah. If you have an underground oil tank, you got to like have a contingency in your contract for that, because if you buy that and that's leaking, there's no way to know what it's going to cost to clean it up. I mean, it could end up being $200 grand. There's just no way to know. Yep. But the guys who come out, they can test it, and what do you call it? They can give you an idea, test the soil, and say, hey, you're okay there. Even then, it's a little hairy, but you got to roll the dice a little bit sometimes.
Anybody got a price for a soil test?
Yeah, soil test is anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 again.
Ah, there you go. I should add that on there.
But they handle the permit and everything.
You need a permit to flush a toilet in New Jersey. You do. It's crazy. Okay, basement waterproofing. We didn't talk about that, did we?
He brought up the French drain.
Oh, French drain. Got it. Okay, good. We did that one. Paving, topsoil.
What did you say the budget was for the French drain?
6 Gs for a 1,000 square foot house.
Man, we're doing good, man. We're making good time. What time is it? Oh shit, we're in great shape.
It was the cost of a French drain system inside the house. And
How's our budgets looking, Dave?
6
Good.
Gs.
You got some stuff in there for me? Move that column, make it bigger so those numbers go away. You know how to do that? No. You're moving the wrong one. Come on, baby. There you go. All right. Let's see where I'm at. Paving. I don't know. I have paving on here. I don't know why, but you guys do any
You said
paving?
paving?
Yeah, like I guess a driveway or.
Yeah. We just did an asphalt one in Willingboro because the codes guy wanted it for cracks.
Wait, what happened?
The code inspector.
Oh yeah, busted your balls.
Trip hazard. Yeah. You know. Any other time we seal coat it, but he was like, I want 2 inches of asphalt.
Yeah.
That ended up costing us, I think it was $1,800.
Yeah, asphalt's pretty reasonably priced. Yeah. Okay. We did that. Oh, garage doors. Give me a window for the garage doors. What you guys are budgeting?
All depends on the size of the door. Small door, you're looking at $500-600. Larger double bay door, you can probably double that. And then if you're going to get into openers and stuff like that, which I don't, but that's a little crazy.
Yeah. So you're saying $500 to $1,500, give or take, right now,
Size
Mike?
of the door, yes.
Mike?
I haven't done a garage door in forever.
Anybody put a garage door in recently? Just want to see if anybody. I thought they were a little more than that, but yeah.
I didn't do it recently, but
What'd you pay? Do you remember?
my neighbor hit it, so she paid for it, but I believe it was like $2,000.
Okay.
She banged into it. I'm so
I would.
sorry, I'm so
I think they're. Yeah. I mean, but I think if you budget in maybe between $700 and $1,500, or if you know a garage door guy, call them up. They'll tell you over the phone what it's going to run.
Both of mine were 17
Yeah.
something each, but I had the garage door.
Yeah. Okay.
I just did one plain white door. I think it was
Single car.
Single car, and it was $1,150.
Okay.
With a lock.
Yeah. It might be. Stanley could be getting. Some of these guys. These guys get some good numbers too. So we got to allow up for that a little bit. Okay.
Did we do basement? Waterproofing and stuff? Or
Yeah.
did you jump out something else?
No, I know. Yeah. I got to categorize a little better. We did do waterproofing. What was that number? 6,500, right?
Yeah.
For a French drain. Is that what you're asking, Sal?
No, I thought we were doing waterproofing and stuff like that.
So waterproofing is French draining.
Yeah.
Like you're parging and you're French draining. That's like how
You're talking about
waterproof
parge-
houses.
Okay, I was thinking like dry locking it.
But dry lock won't stop water. That's bullshit. What do you call it? Just so you know.
Well put.
You're talking about. I used to parge the basement walls in Philly, with the it looks like a stucco. You put a chicken wire on there, scratch coated on there. You're probably looking around $2,000 for that right now. But that's in a Philly house.
Yeah, I still do that.
Yeah, it looks nice when it's done.
Yeah, when it gives it a uniform look. $1,500 to $2,000.
Yeah.
Depending
Yeah,
on the
that's a
size.
good thing. That's a good. I gotta add that in. I gotta make some changes on here. All right, radon. Radon's another problem. What's that running window now? What's that window running?
I just got it done. What the hell was it? It was actually very cheap. It was less than $2,000. I was surprised. I think I got it done for like $1,600.
Okay. So window, Mike, you have anything for that?
No different.
No different. So if they budget around $1,500 to $2,000, we're good. Radon. Because what's going to happen? The home inspector is going to do a. Go ahead. Ah.
Not even a 7-foot ceiling, there's nothing down there, and they said, no, she was testing the living room, got away with not having to do it.
Okay.
Was there a window in your basement?
Yeah.
Okay.
What happens when you open the windows and that happens? Does that affect anything? Positive or negative? Is that positive or negative effect? Let's just ask it for knowledge, that's all. Listen, yeah. Radon comes out of the ground. And there's pockets of it. Like, certain towns have radon.
Yep.
Right? Does Willingboro one of them? Willingboro town radon?
I don't remember where they're at.
I can't remember.
I've never done one in Jersey.
Woodbury got radon? Yeah. It's crazy. All right, anyway. All right, so at that point, anybody, before I go into this part of it, anybody have any more questions? If I miss anything?
Interior door and kitchen appliances?
Oh, wait a minute, did I miss appliance? I thought I had
We also
appliance.
missed flooring.
Yeah.
Who?
Flooring.
Oh, shit, I'm screwing up tonight, man.
Interior doors.
Oh, I got
doing
flooring right there.
$200
All right, the appliance package. What are you budgeting for appliance package?
I'll give a shout out to my man
You know
Sal
that-
here because I know he beats my price, even though I don't
Right.
use a 4-piece.
Who got my pen? Somebody stole my
I do
pen.
use I do a generic 3-piece
fucking painters.
dishwasher.
The freak, man.
range-
Come
not
on. I
range,
told you to get my
dishwasher,
pen back.
microwave range for usually around $1,400-$1,500, whatever's on sale. But I believe my man Sal's getting like 4 pieces for like $1,600, or a rebate or something like that.
Rebates help, yeah.
After rebates, $1,200.
There you go. Go see Sal. Big Centric.
All right.
Budget $1,500, $2,000.
For what?
Appliance package.
Apply $1,500, $2,000? Okay. Now you can go as high as you want, but if you budget $2,000, spend $2,000. If you budget $2,500, spend $2,500. It's up to you. I used to budget about $2,000 to $2,500 for the appliance package. Now I forgot flooring, and so how I did flooring, I didn't like. I knew whatever was coming out. If it was nice hardwood floor, like in Philly, I knew the refinish numbers. I knew what they were for the property. So I didn't know what I was doing flooring sometimes, but I had a number I would plug in there as a budget number, depending on the house. Now the Philadelphia row home, I used to budget in there, depending on the repairs, because the guy had a really good guy. He could repair those floors really well. But I would budget in there anywhere from $4,000 to $8,000, depending how big it was, for all the flooring. Don't matter if I was putting carpet, hardwood in it, but used to cover. You do have a flooring budget number that you use for a
Yeah,
house.
mine's basically by square foot. So if I'm refinishing, I'm refinishing at roughly $3 a square foot.
Mhm.
If I'm installing new, I'm $8 to $10 a square foot. That'll include everything.
The last
material.
house you did, what was the whole number for the flooring? Give me.
Well, I don't want to think
Come on,
about that.
Stanley. You're not that old.
No, it just brings up bad memories. Because I did LVP.
You want to defer to Mike?
Yeah, right.
Mike, go ahead.
I'm at $5.50 installed for LVP, and I'm $20 per square.
I need a whole number, you two.
So, all right, here you go.
Like 5,500. There you
Yeah,
go.
all in, because carpet, usually
Yeah.
what I do is carpet upstairs
Yeah.
and LVP downstairs. So I'm usually looking at probably $3,000 in LVP and another $2,500 in
So
carpet.
you budget between $5,000 and $8,000,
There you go.
right
I'll
in there
never hit
somewhere.
$8,000,
You're going to be in the ballpark for where you need floor. Go ahead.
1,000 square foot house I just did last week, only carpet and steps, $4,000, including the carpet and steps, including quarter round, done by this guy here.
Yeah, you got to include the quarter round. Yeah, yeah.
Why is he not a member?
Okay.
He's a vendor over at Zig in Philadelphia. He's a vendor here. You gotta get him a vendor here.
Okay. So now we're going to put this all together. You guys have budget numbers. Dave, scroll all the way to the top. Top.
Did you cover lights?
Who?
Lights.
That's in the electrical package. Didn't we do an electrical package?
Yeah, you just talked about the
Lighting package?
service cable and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, my lighting package was $1,000.
What about tile?
Tile's subjective. Depends on where you're putting it. It's hard to judge. If you have, you know what I mean? Like
backsplash is like $900.
How about a shower? How about the cost of putting in a drop-in shower, something like that?
a what?
How about just bathrooms, drop-in showers, tile, things like that? If you're renting one, usually, you're
I used to, bathroom budget for me was $4,500 back then. What's your budget for a bathroom?
$5,500, $6,000.
Mike?
I'm at $5,000 to $5,500.
So between $4,000 and $6,000, you're in the ballpark for bathrooms. And see, it's not like I didn't always know what I was doing. I don't know if it was tiling or what I was doing, but I had a number in there, and I'm going to show you how it all comes together. Okay, right now.
That's a full bath.
But for 5Gs, we do tub, toilets, diverter, vanity, and surround.
Okay.
It's plastic,
Yes.
right? Not tile shower, right?
Yeah. This is true
Okay.
tile. Yes.
Tile? You're tiling a full shower all the way up, $5,000 with everything in?
Correct for a small bathroom.
Everybody good? Any more questions? Go ahead.
Flat roof?
Flat roof. Yeah. I don't know why I put that on there.
That's
Yeah,
you said it
rubber
right.
roof, you'll probably get away for $3,000 to $4,000 tops.
Depends how many layers.
Philadelphia. The Philadelphia guys are good with the flat roofs. Go ahead.
You mentioned earlier that for the like remodeling a kitchen, I think you said it was maybe 1,600, but for a regular average kitchen size, what's usually the average kitchen size on the list?
Well, when you get your cabinets priced out to you from your manufacturer, they're going to count how many cabinets you have. So, I don't know. There's a lady still back there with a 12 by 12 or a 10 by 10. how many it is.
What's the question?
10-foot, she said 10-foot.
She said a 10 by 10, but she didn't say how many cabinets it was. It just seems like for me, my cabinet numbers just keep going up.
Yeah, guys, it's all budget numbers. You know, let me just demonstrate how this works. And this is, I didn't make this up. I learned this years ago in the commercial contracting field. I just scaled it back a little different way. So if you look, we have our budget numbers, which is cost. Then I had actual numbers, right? So I have this all done. I would start the job. The first one I had to get the demo done. But while I'm starting the job, I'm getting all these other numbers coming in. I didn't always have the whole job bought out when I started the job. Buyout means you had all your subs in place, okay? You didn't buy it out right away. I would buy it out as we go, right? Sometimes, because some guys were busy, they couldn't get out there, whatever the reason was. So you have 2,500, but that came in at 2,200. That's what it actually cost, right? We budgeted for the dumpsters 2,100, came in 2,300. I'm not going to go through every line on them, but that's the idea. So as you're coming through, you have your budget numbers, and then these numbers are coming in different everywhere, right? Rough Electric, 10,000. Dave came in at 11,000. Scroll down a little more, Dave. Up to the 10,000. Just scroll down to the 10. Scroll up to the 10,000 where I know we're at. Okay. Let's see what else we got in there. Service cable, service panel, circuit. We threw some budget numbers in for that. We have no number here for that. Don't worry about it. That's fine, Dave. I'm not worried about that. Rough plumbing, 16.5. Threw in 15.5. General. So what I used to use too is this line on here. I put general plumbing in there. I can go into the house and go, okay, the last one cost me $5,000. This one's in the same ballpark. I used to throw $5,000 in there. Water heaters, but the numbers aren't matching. What I'm trying to demonstrate is the numbers don't need to match up perfectly. I don't give a shit. I'm going to show you what I care about. Scroll down a little more, Dave. Right? Rough carpentry. Okay, you got kitchen cabinets. And you can do your own or use this one, whatever, modify. It don't matter to me. Appliance package, good. Interior painting, okay. Scroll down a little more, some drywall. Siding, okay. Scroll down a little more. Boom, boom. And you blended it up a little bit, good. I did, landscaping demo, overgrowth, I had a number for that, but we don't have to put that in right now. So now go all the way to the bottom. You see what I'm doing? Now, here's what matters to me the most, okay? This column came out to $142,000. I always throw a 10% fudge factor in. It's a $156,000 rehab. Where am I coming in at? Right? We're coming in at actual about $134,000, which will never happen, by the way, but just so you know. That is the most important thing to me. This is telling me I'm 86% of the budget. So when I see that, right, what does that allow you to do without getting too crazy? I start saying, okay, I'm doing pretty good. You start putting some sizzle features in your house. You can do stuff you wouldn't normally do to help sell the house. Like upgrade some things is what I'm talking about, because you still have some money left. Not that I want to spend it all, in a sense, right? Oh, sorry. Oh, you're 100. Oh, what'd you change?
I added some.
Hey, fuck. It was just at 88%, Dave. Come all fucked up here. There you go. Okay, leave it there, will you?
Might want to check the pool fill in.
So, pool fill, yeah. So what I'm saying to you is, now listen. I mean, and every person who flipped the house in here and done it for a long time is going to tell you, most of the time it goes over budget. That's all I can tell you, right, Stan?
I'm more shocked when it's under budget.
Right. There's so many things you can't foresee, and it's very common. It's not, you got to be able to deal. So I used to say, if you can't absorb a hit, you pay too much for the house. Okay. Now, I had my houses where I made $7,000, and I had houses where I made $100,000, and then all in between. Most of the time, you're hitting singles, doubles, right, for profit, and maybe a couple times or once or twice, whatever a year, you hit a home run. Okay, that's the business as far as I know it. I don't know if Stanley feels the same way, and Mike feels the same way, but that's how it is. Okay, so this to me was one of the most important tools because I got to say, okay, and if I was having some issues, I'd maybe go talk to the contractor. Say, hey man, this is where I'm at for budget. Can we work with me a little bit on this one? And one of my favorite things to do with contractors, I didn't always beat them up on number, right? I would give them their number and add work in. That's what I would do, and it worked out almost every time. I was like, well, listen, let's do this. I'll give you this $8,000, but can you do this, this, and this? So I got other shit need to get done.
If you're there, it doesn't really
How to
matter
get it done?
if you're there.
What's that, Chris?
If you're there, it doesn't really matter.
Right. Exactly.
I usually say just cover the material.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It works good. I mean, it works good. It's fair for them. They're there, like he just said, and it got some stuff done that I missed on my walkthrough. Okay, on that end. So it worked out okay. But this is what you guys can do it any way you want. I don't know, Stan. Do you have anything similar? What do you typically do?
I have something very similar.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different, a little more generalized, but this is like really gets into the minutiae. I worked with somebody that actually used this one, and it worked out really well.
Yeah. Well, a friend of mine made that. A buddy of mine made that for me. Mike, how about you? You have something you use?
We use something very similar. We put it on Monday.com to track all of our projects at once, and we see how much we suck at budgeting at the end of the year.
Yeah, it'll happen real quick.
Yeah, it's not easy. Like, you know, you just got to have a stomach for it and realize you're going to have some deals where it didn't go too good. That happens. That's it, man. That's just the way it goes, right, Stan?
Yeah, I've never underwritten a deal where I made $100,000.
I made once or twice in Philly.
Yeah, I've made $100,000, but I never underwritten a deal on the purchase
I had a lady at the University of the City. She called me up, and I'm looking it up. I'm on the comps, you know, looking at everything. And I said, man, this was a really good deal. I called my realtor up over there, and I forget the name of the street, and I told her the street. Her name's Holly back then. I told her the street. I told her the number. She goes, next words out of her mouth, she goes, go buy it, and hung up the phone. I said, okay. And I went and bought it. It was a home run. It was unbelievable. Go ahead.
What was the street?
It's in University City. It wasn't a number street. It was right at 49th or 48th and something, right in the heart of University City.
South of Market?
No, west side.
Right.
Yeah, West Philly. Yeah.
But like, was it north or south of Market Street?
I think it was north, if I remember correctly. Yeah. I can't remember the area, but it was a great deal. Anyway, I won't get sidetracked. So they do happen. It's nice when you get them. And I was able to spread some money to the contractors because they took care of me on a couple jobs, and I always took care of the contractors on that end too. You know, so they made a few extra bucks they made extra money when I made extra money because I work with a lot of the same guys. I didn't mind. It didn't kill me, but it was worth it. But this to me is the secret sauce for me that helped me all these years. Go ahead.
What's the average profit that a fix and flip investor usually try to make? Is there a percentage of the price, or is this kind of
I use the term PFA. You know what that stands for? Pluck from air. That's what I did. Let's look at $30,000 profit, and I plucked it from air and I put it in there. That's what I did. So what do you have a process for that? I don't know. Yeah.
I try to underwrite. It all depends on the scope of work for the amount of rehab.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
For the average, regular cosmetic rehab, I'm trying to write it for a $45,000 profit.
30 to 50, a good spread. 30 to 50 grand.
30 will be like on something really small, get in and out, painting carpet, which is like the unicorn of the industry nowadays.
Yeah, you don't see that
But
anymore.
if it's like a $120,000 rehab, I'm looking more towards like a $75,000 profit.
Yeah.
You got time, right? And you're tying up money for time.
Exactly.
Yeah, the more risk, the more profit it should be too. The more risk, the more profit.
Obviously adjust for investment, like the original investment. You're buying a $250,000 house versus a $450,000 house.
Yeah, it's a sliding scale all the way. I have heard over the years in that 70% mail offer thing, that in that 30% is your 11 to 13% of the ARV is your profit target. It's too much math for me. I just give me
PFA it, man. That's the best way.
And don't forget that your number for was it you told me years ago? If your number is your offer is more than 55% ARV, you might probably miss something on your rehab budget.
Oh, I have a different. So this is one part of another connected to something else. I had this one isolated out for this meeting, but it's also connected to something that gives me the rest of the numbers and tells me what to offer. And Stanley's right. I knew at the bottom it'd give me what my offer price was compared to the out sale price. Yeah, so if I knew I was between 45 and 55%. I was in the ballpark because that was my consistent, where it came through, consistent for years. I knew I was right where I needed to be to make some money. on that end. That's where I had to be. So what I'm saying to you is, if the house is worth resale at $100,000 all fixed up, my number was $45,000 right in there somewhere. And that included everything on that end. You like that? You too, Mike?
Yeah, the only thing I would probably add on to hear this conversation is volume matters, and if you keep guys employed, if you're not just using subcontractors, if you're only using subcontractors, your prices are going to be on the high end. But if you have your own guys, you got to keep enough properties going in order to keep everybody paid, or else they disappear.
Yeah.
So that profit margin, you might have to take a couple jobs that are like
Yeah.
20, 25, because you got to keep the machine going. As soon as that thing slows down, you're effed.
Yeah, you know what happens? I call it the SJI hole, black hole. They get here and you never see your contractor again. So I don't give them out to anybody anymore. 'Cause I lost contract. I said, I can't get the guy won't even tell my call now. I just get. Go ahead, Stanley. Anything to add?
Nah, just don't be afraid to call different vendors and always ask for their best price. Over the years,
Right on time.
my phone has gotten filled up with contacts. Some I've used on a regular, some I haven't used at all. But it's somewhere, it's a contact for information. So, and then, you get your better pricing the more often you use somebody. Because, I tell everybody up front, hey, look, if you want a one-off relationship, then, all right, give me your number. If we can work, it works. If it doesn't, boom. But I want to develop relationships where we're constantly working together. So when I call, my phone call gets picked up. Or at least maybe you call me the next day. But, my guys know pretty much I'm giving them at least, most likely, a job every month. So they're like, hey, Stan's calling. Let me get back to him.
But remember, it didn't happen overnight. He's been doing it for a long time.
It did not happen overnight.
Yeah, it takes time to establish these relationships, and you establish a relationship by using them. They want your business, and if they're not good, you unfortunately you're going to get rid of guys. That's going to happen. It's part of the process. Okay, but you got to use them and pay them fairly. But what do you call it? Draw schedule it out. It's very important to draw a schedule.
Oh yeah, you didn't talk about the draw schedule.
That's a different meeting, man.
That's the one you got to pay for.
You
got to get them out of
you
retirement.
pay for that one. Draw schedule is the key to the whole thing. Yeah, that's payment. Anyway, that's commercial language, but it can be used in the residential arena. But a lot of the contractors don't like it, but that's the way it really should be done in the real world. Okay, that's going to be it for the meeting tonight. Unless anybody has a question related to rehab, no rentals, no repairs. Everybody good? Go ahead.
One more question. I'm a wholesaler, so is it safe to say that like sometimes you can see the comps on Zillow and you can go back and see the purchase history, and then you can look at the pictures and tell that the houses that are being sold as active, if it looks like it's been fixed to be flipped, you can look and see where it was purchased at for the price maybe like 8-9 months ago, and then if you see a few of them, it'd be safe to say that that's what investors are paying in that area.
Yeah, I've heard of people checking that out and doing that. You guys, nobody's saying? Go into the public, we were saying go into the public record, see what they paid for it originally. I have access to the MLS, so I don't trust Zillow one bit, but I'll go into the MLS and check but public record, you can get anywhere. Like all the counties here, Philadelphia has their own public record, and see what someone paid for a house. It's public record. But I understand what you're saying. I would say, that means there's some guys in the area, especially if you don't see any mortgage and they paid cash, you can see they're paying cash for this house, X amount of dollars roughly. It's something you can consider, but it really all comes down. There's only one number I didn't know going out to look at the property, and that was construction. I knew the number before I went out. All the other numbers, acquisition costs, resale costs, holding costs, profit. I just had to go confirm the construction. Because when I spoke to a homeowner, I'd say, how much work you think it needs? They tell me 10 grand, and I already know that's freaking crazy. So I used to go out there, and you got $100,000 worth of work here, okay? So I give my offer. Go ahead.
Just one more. Do you add a contingency when your bids come back? Do you add like a 10 or 20?
At the bottom of the spreadsheet, there was a 10% fudge factor. Yeah, I use 10. You can use whatever you want. Yeah, and I always use it up, so, All right, all good? Meeting adjourned.
Hold on. I think my man right here.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, one more question?
Question is like, on the other side, the actual cost should be what percentage that we can take the risks and buy the offer, So what should be the percentage in the actual cost, like budgeting cost and actual cost? So how do you manage the risk management?
The risk management?
Yeah.
Like by you're saying, so you're comparing the budget numbers to the actual cost. Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, and what would be the profit margin? You know, like how do you consider that?
Well, we just talked about that. I use PFA, pluck from air. So the more, the riskier the rehab or the bigger it was, the more money I would want to make. Okay? But I'd say between probably 30 and 50 grand is your goal. If you hit 25, you're lucky, but you know, that's a whole nother item. Is that good? All right, guys. Have a good night. Hope you enjoyed it. All done.